And hello again, ladies and gentlemen, to the 10th episode of my Let's Play of Long Dark. I'm your host, Drake Vanders, and today, as I said in the last episode, we're going to try and look for some birch saplings and a possible bunker location. So we've got about 13 hours of daylight left, and what we're going to do is we're going to look around the area for various bunker locations in the Mystery Lake. Now, we're not going to do all of them in this episode, but we're going to try and do some of them. It's quite windy right now, so now the first bunker location, if I remember correctly, or where they said it might be on the map, was by taking this path down here and then turning the first left possible. I'm pretty sure it's this location here, because it's somewhere located up there. We're losing heat quite rapidly, so sprint a little bit, try to get into cover. That's a wolf over there, so I'm pretty sure it's up here. So where the first possible location might be. Can't quite get up there. Too steep. I hope we're taking the right point. Now, according to the map, it should be a grey hatch that just overlooks the Lakeview cabin, or the camp office there. We're cold. I don't think it's here. I think the wind's died down a fair bit. What's that? Oh, it's probably nothing. Looks like just a piece of glitched geometry. Because this game doesn't actually have a map of its own, I can't really look at where I'm actually situated. We're gonna head over to Clear Cut anyway. Gotta be careful I don't sprain an ankle or something coming down here. Probably make a quick fire as well, warm ourselves up. Ooh. I think we found some. What's this? I think this is a birch. Yep, birch sapling. So that's one. We need a lot more though. Let's gather some sticks and make a quick fire before we get too cold. We run the risk of catching hypothermia. I think just behind this rock should do. Okay. So as you noticed, we're at 92%. That means we've used mostly cardboard matches, used mostly sticks, and now we're actually getting a lot better to use cardboard matches with our fire making. I'll get up to an hour, that should do. Got about 12 hours of daylight left, so... And there's some supplies in this area that we can potentially loot. I'm gonna make a quick jump cut here, and then I'll be back in a moment. And we're back. I just decided to make some supplies off screen, mostly some herbal tea, boil some water. So I'll let that burn, as well as grab another torch. It's also just to double check on where I need to go next. I'll grab some of this lichen here. This will actually be beneficial should we ever get wounded. It would mean we don't have to lug around any of those antiseptic bottles with us. Grab some sticks on the way, seeing as how there's quite a bit here. We're gonna try in the next section where there could possibly be some hang on. Is that dead? No, it's a branch. I thought it was a dead deer for a second. If it was a dead deer, I was tempted to carve it up. So yeah, I think over in this direction is where we get the clear cut. Yeah, there's a wolf over there. Steer clear of him. He's busy eating at the moment, so he's occupied. It gives us some time to actually move over here. Okay, so I think over here is where we need to go. The weather's getting a little bit worse. Visibility's okay, but when it starts getting like this, there's usually a storm that's going to be heading through. I see something up there. What is that? Now, it is said there may be another bunker location up in this direction. We're winded and we're peckish. Gonna go uphill, so we're gonna lose energy a bit faster now. I mean, we don't know. I mean, for all intents and purposes, a prepper cache won't spawn here. It'll probably spawn somewhere in Pleasant Valley, because that's the only other location where prepper caches spawn. Unfortunately, there's no real easy way to find them because they're so rare. And there's no real way to judge exactly where you are, since there's no real map in this game. Oh. And we got a sprained ankle. Great. And we need a rest for 2 hours. The sprained... Well, no, we can either take painkillers or we can rest for 2 hours. It's a minor affliction, but apparently you can die from it in this game. I know, it sounds crazy. But yeah, you can die from a sprained ankle. And it's simply because you're climbing too steep of a hill. Have we reached the barrier? I don't know if we have or not. Because I've played so many hours of The Long Dark, I haven't even found a prepper cache. I don't even know if I'm in the right spot, to be honest, so I might just be walking around aimlessly. Unless those maps are where you have to follow it to the letter in order to find it. It seems stupid to me, personally. I mean, I know it's a prepper cache and it's supposed to be hidden secretly, but... Ah, crap. Yeah, it's getting really steep now. Probably even shouldn't be doing this without it ending somewhat badly for us. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go down. So I think we've gone too far. I'm actually gonna jump cut again. So I'll see you shortly. I'm gonna recollect my bearings and see where I am exactly. Until then, I'll see you shortly. Ta-ta. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. So I had a look around the areas where I thought there might be a possible bunker location, and I couldn't find a single location. There is a couple of other locations I do need to check, but I had to duck inside the cabin because I was starting to get thirsty, my hunger was dropping, and my stamina was starting to drop. So I managed to make a fire, cook some venison, which I scavenged off a wolf killed, as well as boil some water, but I need to purify it with water purification tablets. I'm going to rest in here for a little while, and then I'm going to continue my journey. I just thought I'd rest in here until the storm passes, it started picking up quite severely, and my condition, and my, well, not my condition, my energy was drained quite severely. So we'll keep that other deer meat and we'll sleep for sleep for 3 hours. That should give us enough time, if need be, to loop back to one of the locations. And of course, storm rolls in again. You know what? Since we're actually going to sleep for a full 12 hours, hopefully we should be okay. We're dehydrated and we're hungry, so we'll drink as much water as we can, eat what we can, and we'll move on. Because I don't want to be stuck out here for any serious length of time. Okay. We've got less than 1 hour of darkness left. Leaving the early hours of the morning. Head outside. Now there's one location I haven't checked, and that's over near Clearcut, where 2 possible locations where bunker could spawn. They're nestled up in a corner, and they're pretty close to each other, so technically there's a chance that they could spawn in any one of those locations, and we don't quite know what it might be. So although on my trip out I did manage to find a lot of birch bark, so we do have a chance to make plenty of arrows once we get that chance. But for now, I want to try and complete this episode trying to find another, or trying to find a bunker, or a prepper cache as it's known in this game. How are we doing? We're peckish, wind chill, it's decent. We can get by. I mean, I'm so thankful that we actually managed to craft these deerskin pants, because now we can stay outside for a pretty decent length of time. I know that once we get the wolfskin coat, the other handcrafted stuff, we probably won't need to rely on much else, to be honest. So yeah, now we're in Clearcut, and I think the 2 prepper cache locations, I'm actually going to spoil it for you. This is a map I've been using. So that's one of the locations in Clearcut. If we kept going up here and stick to the left, there's actually 3. I did not realise this. Did not know there were 3. If we stick to the far left, there's a possibility of encountering a prepper cache up here. It already looks like there's something up there, but it looks like just a fallen tree to me. But it does seem to loop around to the left, so looks like we might be on the right track. This is probably going to be the last location I'm going to look for in this episode, because I don't really want to go too far out of the way. But yeah, apparently the bunker types include food, medical, hunting, and then firewood. And there's rabbits in this area, so no doubt about it, I probably will try and look for prepper cache locations off camera as well. I don't really want to, because I'd like to try and capture all the elements of this game, but it's a lot of running around. That's the main problem. I hear crows. Is that just crows flying overhead, or nope? Yeah, it's just crows flying overhead. Okay, I don't see one. Oh! Oh, yes! Here it is! Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the first prepper cache location, and the first one I've ever bloody found in this game. Let's have a look inside, shall we? This is a monumental occasion. This is the first time I've ever actually found a prepper cache in this game. And looking at it, it might be a firewood one. Because there's a lot of wood in here. We'll have a look, loot what we can. Empty. Water bottle, it's decent. Cedar for what's in this file cabinet. I still have a look around in the other loot locations to see if there are, because I don't know what they've done. Yeah, it's a firewood cache. We still have some food, so that's a plus, I suppose. Ah, rifle ammo. Insulated boots, antibiotics, salty crackers, lots and lots of fire logs. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Anything else in here? No. Just a bunch of fire logs. And a lantern. We're somewhat overweight now. I'll equip that. That's the one we found in here. So yeah, it's gonna be a firewood one, I think. For 16 minutes. Nuclear fallout shelter. So yeah, with this, I think it's coming up close to my time limit now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the episode off here. And probably what I will do is on the next episode, there won't be any bunker exploration. I probably will look for those off camera and show you them again once I find them. But for now, I'm going to actually rest in here, and I might try and cart a lot of these supplies back. It's a lot of supplies, and granted I'll probably leave these alone because I can just find those anywhere, but these fire logs I can't. So anyway, I am going to end the episode here, and I'll see you again on the next episode. Until then, ta-ta.